Hello, my name's Fallen and this is BeamNG Drive. Today we'll be taking care of our little challenge that I've, announced over a week ago, 2 weeks almost that will be. Well, in the end there were 3 entries into the challenge. That is still more than I expected, so thank you. For the challenge I have picked this wonderful track. That is the Midfield Raceway by wonderful DS Dan. If I butchered your nickname there, sorry. So anyway, it is all we need basically. It is not that long, so the laps shouldn't be too much of a bother. Also, I have to admit to something. You probably know about it from the title, but I have cheated. What I mean by that is, I set some quality sliders to +15 on my car. I won't tell you what I did exactly right now. You might be able to figure it out from how I am driving, how differently my car is driving from yours. So yeah, have fun watching. But if you figure out what I did change in there exactly, then feel free to let me know in comment section. So the very first car on the starting line is the creation by Z1Hu1, if I pronounce that name correctly. I guess I could have asked you on the Discord how do I pronounce it, but well, now it's too late. Feel free to correct me though. And his creation is named Bullet Sport S. That is all-wheel drive, if I recall correctly. Yes, that is. It is inline 6, almost 200 horsepower and something over 250 Nm of torque. There are a few neat things about it, like this radiator just behind the front grille. For some reason it didn't export as transparent, again, that is quite a common issue. But yeah, here it is. Barely visible, but it is there. Also it has fully fitted interior, 80s style, cause as a reminder, our competition was about creating 80s style hot hatch. This one is a 5-door, but yeah, it still can be considered a hot hatch. Also I feel like these rims are aftermarket, like they weren't meant to be on the car when they were, right out of the factory. I don't know if they are 80s even, but that's kinda subjective. What else I can tell you from automation statistics is it is quite fast. It does 100 in under 6 seconds. Now let's give it a short drive before I start racing it around. Yeah, you can hear that inline 6 alright. Also, I should tell you how am I going to, judge this creation. First of all, I will give you some points for fitting the topic and, for the looks overall. Hopefully I won't forget to put it in the editing software on your screen. Right now I can see it, so you know, you will see it afterwards. Okay, that one is not quite stable. The other thing to judge will be the lap time. Right now I am in middle of testing how this car behaves on this track. Like you can see, I've got some struggles here and there, but that is why I'm testing first. Okay, it's time to give it a proper try. I've done quite a few laps without timer, so I don't really know what time to expect here. But each timed lap will be started same way. I've picked this line, that is, subjective way of picking it, but that's how I am going to do it. And each lap will be counted from this line, and next lap has to be started from still start. So yeah, let's give it a roll. I might not be commenting as much while driving around, we will see. I know there are a few corners that this car loses grip on. And I have to be extra careful there. I will tell you where that is, but you will very likely notice it quite easily. There's one of these corners. And incoming there's another one. That will be downhill, basically. Okay, no ABS hurts, that's for sure. That was my mistake. And there's another corner where we will likely lose grip, so I have to be careful here. Okay, that was fine. I tried taking this corner at a bit higher speed and always I was hitting the wall, so yeah, I can consider that a success. And don't worry, this lap will not be the only one. This one you might be able to see, but I will give it a few more tries and I will basically pick the best time this car made. So, what's the time we are finishing it in? It is 1:45. Not bad at all. I must say, this car is sitting a lot in third gear. Might be worth taking a while and fixing that, and it could be even faster though. Like you can see, the best time I could make here is 1:33.3 and I am going to stop on that. Overall, I have to say that bullet was quite a fun bullet. Right now I should probably give it a score in terms of the design, looks overall and fitting the theme. I'd give it a nice sturdy 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think I took long enough with this car, it is time to move on to the next. Next up we've got the Polander NR11 to be exact, and it was made by Hitkiev, or however it is pronounced again. I think dude's Polish, so yeah, I think I've pronounced that all right. So, my initial feelings about this, again, a lot of time and work put into this one. This one has actual transparent grille that exported into BeamNG Drive, that is. I don't like this transparency on headlights in exports, but and taillights, that is. You've seen that on my Civic copy. But it is what it is, we can't do much about it right now. It might be due to my graphics settings in BeamNG Drive. Also, look at these taillights. I don't know how did you fit them like that without breaking whole body, but that is worth mentioning. Again, quite peculiar rims. I think these are 80s incarnated in this matter. And this is another creation with full interior fitted. Completely, fully fitted. Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but ouch. Neat little thing that will give you additional point is working steering wheel. I've got no idea how you did that, or is that about a mod? Some of them might be working with BeamNG. I'm not really sure. Wonder if it's similar for the gauges. Yes, it is. I think it has... It shows it properly? It does. That's nice. Okay, don't mind the steering wheel. My wheel is getting insane when I rev it up. Yes, I am aware I just misspelled name of this vehicle. It is ER11, not NR11. That doesn't really matter though. So, more of my feelings about this car from automation, from looking at the graphs. It is quite strangely tuned. Whole power is up in the higher range. As you can see, I've got no power on low RPM. I might turn on the graph to show you. There it is. So we've got some torque, but not enough to move this car around, sadly. Also, it picks up RPM quite fast on high RPM, and then it just dies. Well, you can clearly see that on the graph too. But they didn't cheat in a slightest. Nothing was changed in quality sliders. I don't think there's any aerodynamics, so that's nothing. There's nothing to talk about here. What else? Oh yeah, right, it's again front heavy, it's over 60% of its mass on the front, no attempt on balancing it at all. Similarly, the power transmission is set to front on around 60% again, so that's quite uncommon, I'd say. And again, there's no suspension tuning for track, I think. Although this car handles much better than the Bullet, than the previous one. Don't mind the timer here, I haven't even been driving it properly, so don't pay attention to it. I am during my test drive still. Oh yeah, worth mentioning is that this is, I believe, inline 4, 1.4 liters, so quite small engine, and it is set to be from 99, so, well, not really within topics year range, but to be fair, I haven't set any restrictions when it comes to the year, so you could do basically 2020 car and it would be fine by me. I might just take a point for fitting the theme, that is all. Yeah, I at least don't have much problems handling this corner here. On Bullet it was quite painful to take this corner. Here it is not much of a problem. Other than, well, the car has no power to pick up speed under this hill. Now let's give it a proper go on timed lap. Let's see how it fares. Yeah. The gearing is quite a bit borked too. It is not that fast, but it handles pretty well, so that's its strength. I just need to keep it on high RPM, so we've got some utilization, some power from that turbo it has, because it completely depends on it. And as I said, the turbo kicks in around 6000 RPM only, so that is very late. If you spend some time and, well, made it a bit smaller or something like that, it would be much better. You should aim for like 3000 RPM, so the turbo starts climbing then, not far high in the RPM. I mean, it is not that bad for a racing vehicle if you were like up to 10,000 RPM, or like my Barubu Civil. But this way, like you can see, we are getting the power far too late, and it hurts the performance quite a bit. Yeah, too wide. And uphill, like you can see, we are losing speed, so again we are losing a lot of time. The time isn't that bad, considering what we are working with. We will be only like 3-4 seconds, 5, oh well, almost 8 seconds later than the Bullet. Well, I will give it a few more tries and see what I can do more with it. I don't think there's much more I can do here. Yeah, the game is paused, but as you can see, I did exactly the same time as before. There is no way I can cut like 8 seconds down with this car. It is just slow, that is all. What time will we be here? 1:51, that is the best I've did with this one. So, to summarize, it is not the fastest, it handles pretty well. This style, in my opinion, it fits the 80s. There are few nice things that are in there, like this wheel. So overall, I'd give it like 7 out of 10. you know, it fits the theme, it is quite neatly done, the idea was there, some kinks are there, kinks and flaws, but what can you do? I think that's a masked window here, because on this body the window is here for this whole piece. So yeah, nice idea, nice usage of tools you had. You've got 7 points here from me. So the last but not least is the creation of Nocturne. He named it Toivonen Unelma 1.7 RHX. So I believe that is Scandinavian influenced vehicle. Looking at the front, I feel like it is a Volvo. Correct me if I'm wrong. In my opinion, that is how true hot hatchback should look like. Not like a longer sedan or 4-5 door vehicles, but 2-3 door to be exact, because it's hatchback, and well, quite powerful. And powerful this one is. It has, of course, under the limit of 200 horsepower, but it has 300 Newton-meters of torque. That is most powerful of the bunch. The second powerful was the Bullet, and third was mine. I believe it was 230 Newton-meters of torque. But our creations, the Bullet and mine, were naturally aspirated. This one is turboed again. So again, the boxy 80s vibe, only mine is more round, because mine is the only one from the first half of the 80s. As you can see, we've got some interior in there, but for some reason the windows are completely black. I don't know if that was some mistake with exporting the .car file, or it was messed up in my BeamNG. Got no idea. Does it... No, it doesn't move the wheel, and the gauges are similar to the Bullet, so they won't work too. Okay, that was my mistake. Here the wheels are definitely straight from the 80s, and overall impressions from automation, well, this card is a little tiny bit cheaty, I'd say. Some quality sliders were changed, but they are within reason, that I have to say here. While mine was, well, from the moon, basically. This one fits perfectly in some of the branches of automation campaign, and it would sell very well. That's what I can say here. So it is not overly expensive, it is within reason, the 80s reason, that is. And again, it has no suspension tuning for the track, which is a shame. A shame it has so many issues with looks, but it has the possibility to be the fastest, that much I can say already. Let's see how it handles. Okay, it is slidey, very, very, very slidey. And my steering wheel is going insane. Maybe you can hear it, you shouldn't, but maybe, just maybe. This one is also all-wheel drive. This one has actually put some power into the rear, 65% I think. Mine Barubu Civil has like 60, so yeah. That's for the steering on the and the acceleration on track. That is quite good design choice. I wish the braking balance on this one was put a bit to the front. If it is, I don't remember if it was set like that in automation, then it certainly doesn't feel like so in BeamNG Drive, which is a shame, because it would improve the drivability quite significantly. There are skid marks, sorry, all over this track right now, because this one is a drifter, that much I can say. I've got to handle the throttle carefully, not to get out from the track bounds. Okay, this corner here is killing almost all creations in this contest. Well, I feel confident enough to do some laps. So let's begin. One of the fastest right off the start, that is for sure. But also one of the slightest when it comes to cornering, so I have to be extra careful not to get into the wall. As you can see, it picks up speed quite well. I don't want to shift up here, cause, well, this corner is quite tight for this one. And now we can get some speed. Okay, this one is tight again. I could maybe possibly drift it, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, you can feel the oversteer on my wheel. Well, I can feel it, you can't. If there was a way for you to see it, you would notice how I am struggling. And here's the hard corner where there's no traction at all. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. I've got my wheel messed up. It's turned by itself into the wall, so this lap isn't the cleanest, but we have to roll with it for now. Still, the lap time isn't that bad. Might be easily, possibly the fastest. If I do it clean, that is. 144.6, not that bad. Now I've got to do few more tries. Of course, I am going to do them from standing start. Okay, this lap was a little bit more clean, as you can see in the timer. What do we have here? 141.5, it is fine. More than fine, it is the fastest lap, I think. This one can be quite fast on this track. With each lap, I am getting more and more confidence in driving it, as you can see, and taking much more risks. So yeah, I am hitting the wall quite significantly more often than usual, but yeah. Yeah, even faster than the last lap, even cleaner. So if I had more time with this car, it could be really quick in there. But right now we should move on to my car and test it a few times here too. Let's see how it compares to, well, viewers' cars. Viewers that didn't cheat, and to remind you, I did cheat with mine, so it would be very shameful for me if I couldn't beat any of them. But first things first, we should settle a score on the theme, on the looks of this car. I know the person behind this car can do quite nice designs, but this one is... well, this one has issues. I don't know if he was in a rush or just did some mistakes, or if it's completely a fault of the exporter. But this one... well, is looking significantly worse than the previous ones, so max I can give it is 6 points out of 10. Now off we go to my creation. I don't know if I should be proud or ashamed of myself, considering I have cheated, but also that I've done only partial interior, as you can see, and everyone else did it wholly fitted. Even the last person that had the well, the windows dimmed completely. Well, I won't be judging my own design choices here. I will leave that up to you, but I am still going to try doing the best, the fastest lap. Shouldn't be that hard, but we will see. Since I was driving my car before, you saw it on the beginning of the video, I won't be doing any test drives now. I won't be just going straight through it. Again, don't mind my clutch usage. I am not very familiar with using it on my wheel, mostly because I haven't been driving cars that need clutch here. I am mostly playing Formula 1. And well, the only reason to use clutch there is at the beginning of the race and when you are pitting, so... my car definitely would use a little bit more of a gearing setting, When I was tuning it, I had no idea what track will I be using, so I was testing it on Laguna Seca, I think. And I've spent like 30 minutes or an hour to tune this gearing. There were many versions of it, and well, it is not perfect still, as you can see, but it holds very, very well. If I don't forget, I will give you a screenshot of what I've done with the suspension. Suspension quality is not set to +15, I can tell you that already, but it is very, very stiff. It is basically made for track, as you can see, handling is, well, great here. First try and I will have the fastest lap. Maybe with Toivonen I could do similar times, but well, I would need to practice much more, and this is, well, this car is basically dummy friendly. You know, I really do wish there were more people contesting here, cause three of you had completely different approaches when it came to this challenge. Some of you went with turbo, some of you went naturally aspirated, some of you went completely insane tuning that is focused on high RPM, others went well, more well versed, I'd say. I'm starting to rumble here, so I guess we are nearing the end of this video, but I've got to do some more laps with my car, so we've got a taste of what it can do. Well, I really do enjoy doing track builds. The next one, when it comes to the challenge, I don't know if I should organize another one or not. If you wanna join, wanna have support me, wanna put your thought into what I am doing, consider joining my Discord. I've got the link under the description of the video, almost always when I don't forget to put it in there. And well, we can give it some thought together if we want another contest or not. And another one will not be so easy on the restrictions, because this one was basically free for all. You could do whatever you wanted. And next one would be very much different, and I would like to let you decide what would be the topic of it, and maybe a main theme too. So the topic, I mean, what year it should be based upon, and the theme, well, that's stupidly divided, but still, that's a way of a division of things. You would decide basically if it's for a track, if it's off-road, if it's for enduro racing, or whatever you will be thinking about. So yeah, last lap was perfect, I think, or almost perfect. 1:35 is a very fast lap, so I've beaten you all. With or without cheating, it doesn't matter. But yeah, official winner of the contest is the Bullet, made by Z1 who won. Basically, he found the middle ground, the perfect middle ground between looks and being able to race. So he got 2 points for his time. He was the second, first one was Toivonen, and third was Polander. So the scoreboard is basically like this. First place is the Bullet, second place is taken by Toivonen, and the third place is taken by Polander. Basically, all three cars are on podium, and I was disqualified for cheating, that is all. Okay, that will be all for today's video. If you liked it, consider subscribing, leaving a like, commenting what you think about it. If you wanna join in on another challenge that we'll be doing, maybe possibly in the future, if you want to be part of it, if you want to decide what we will be doing, consider joining Discord too. And this is what you get for cheating, so... Okay, that was anticlimactic. I should have set a brick wall in there. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.